Well, you know I've made two posts back to back, and I know you're probably thinking I'm acting like Trump, but if you got something to say, if he can say trash, I should be able to tell the truth. And I want to say this to you. We have heard that there are those out there that are called chosen one, people who are walking with God. Now, those of you who are walking with God, you understand what I'm about to say. Those of you who are pretending do not. But it is for a time such as this that those who are walking with God and appreciates it are excited. We see this world as it operates today as pure D hell. And I don't care what kind of wife or husband you got, or what kind of job you got, or what kind of check you got coming in, or what kind of car you're driving, or what kind of building you live in or own, or what yacht you got or don't have. I don't care about any of that stuff. For a person of God, it is an opportunity to get the hell out of this hell. And by doing that, that means standing up for. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, that people don't know. A lot of folks bullshit. Now is the time for you to rejoice. Now is the time for you to stand up and give God the greatest glory you can possibly give. Why? Because the joy that comes from being a child of God is not controlled by the world. It's not controlled by what somebody can do, or Trump, or the FBI, or a bullet. The only thing that they can do is give you joy. Stand up for God and get joy. You heard that back in Hitler's day, that the people were being marched and trained and taken to be burned up. And I can imagine what they felt like doing and going through what they had to go through. But if they felt all of that, it was wrong, even though they kind of didn't like it. But that's what happens when you're dealing with demonic forces. You heard somebody say that Jesus Christ was on the cross. Let me tell you something. The way they describe Jesus Christ on that cross came from people who don't know God. The greatest joy that Jesus Christ had on that cross was to stand up there before the world, and standing up before the world today and laughing. I mean, you might not see the laugh, but it was the greatest freedom you could ever receive. One man on the face of the earth stood up there and said, "Kill me, because I'm a son of God." And that's what you would say. If you were a child of God, you won't be thinking about who you're going to sleep with tonight. If you were a child of God, you wouldn't think about what drugs you're going to do tomorrow. If you were a child of God, you wouldn't thinking about what kind of car you can get. These people don't know nothing about God. Now, all of these things are benefits that have been made possible through God's love for humankind. But the beauty and the joy of it is for those who have been led by the Spirit of God to laugh at it and say, before we turn our back on the truth, put me on the cross. Put me upside down, and you can have America. You can have anything on the face of this earth. But I stand with truth and love and God. And if you do the same, you'll be smiling too. Otherwise, you'll be somewhere complaining about what you're going to do, what these people going to do. Are they going to do this? Are they going to do it? Hell yeah, they're going to do it. Why? Because you don't deserve anything better than that. You brought this on yourselves. But I'm here telling you this. Why? Because you don't know any better. Will it mean anything? I don't know. But at least God did not leave you. You left God.